Welcome, fire signs, to your reading. So before we get started, I'm going to pull a couple angel cards for you, as I have with the other sign or element sign. Okay, let's see what messages we have for you, fire sign. Welcome to your weekly reading in June, third week of June. Okay, let's see what we have. Deception. For some reason, I'm getting a very strong energy that you all have been deceived. You have been deceived, possibly. Okay. Sorry. I apologize. I'm just getting messages as I'm reading, so it's kind of hard for me to stay in focus. So I use the cards to help alleviate that. So children are being affected by your love life is being affected by children. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. If you have children, I think you need to find a fine balance between your love life and your children. So whether you're a single parent or co-parenting with somebody and you're in a separate union, always remember to because you made a decision to have or be in a union separate from the person that had given birth to your children or what have you, or vice versa, always know to nourish and to give to the situation that you allowed yourself to be in, the union, so that you keep it going in a way that it shows that you care. You're highly attracted to whomever this is as well. Just do not take it for granted, and enjoy the moment that you guys are living in. And I was getting deception because it seems like there was a truth that was told to you, or something that was told to you but it wasn't true, and I think that you found out. And it's also possibly from this person that you were dealing with, or that you're currently dealing with, is that someone's wearing a false mask in the relationship. So there could have been something illuminated where, maybe someone was having financial issues or family issues, and they didn't, voice that to you. But that doesn't have anything to do with the fact that, oh my goodness, it's not deception in terms of like, oh my. I'm getting two different situations here, so just bear with me as I kind of figure this out. Okay, so one scenario I'm getting, wow, I can't speak, is somebody needs to take a sip of their watered down iced coffee. Sorry, or whatever it is that you have. And what I'm gauging is the one situation I'm getting is to release your ex, because you were deceived. I think that they were using the children against you, so that you wouldn't be in a new union. So whatever situation that is, we all know how situations are. We do know that the reason for people to act a certain way is because of the rejection that they faced, because it didn't work between you and another person. So they want to sabotage themselves, whether through self-sabotage or sabotage your connection that you currently have with somebody else. So do not allow that to happen. And if they are using the children against you, please know that your children are your responsibility until they become adults. You're only here to help them grow in and find loving unions. And you can't do that if you are, because that's your only purpose. You don't own your children. You're only here to procreate and to give life and to show them how to love, to be in loving relationships, and to know that you've left that legacy for them, or that type of so they can emulate that example. And they can't emulate your example if you're not in a union that is of love, trust, and bond, and a proper bond rather. So do not allow that to happen. This is what that situation is, the first one rather. And the second one is, this could be the one, and it's calling for you to trust whatever it is. So whether you're in a union or you're single and you're trying to ask yourself if this is the person for you, I think you should allow it. And whatever demons that you're facing, that maybe you've never faced before, face them before you hurt anybody else, because then you'll just cycle back, and you don't want to do that. So, call in your soulmate, saying here. Calling in your soulmate, the affirmation reads, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So, when you kind of weigh out your options and say, is this the one, right? Is this person the one? Can I trust this situation, right? Is this person the one? Can I be with this person forever? So you're gonna have to weigh the pros and cons out. Why are we together? Ask the hard questions. See if there's something that if this is gonna lead to something more serious, if that's what you want. Have those the Q&A, if you will. Have that conversation where it's like, okay, well, are we gonna raise them? In another reading, I saw religious factors. Let's say, for instance, as an analogy, how are we gonna raise the children if one is Jewish and the other person's Muslim or something? How are we gonna go about that, right? Those questions. How many children do we want to have? Do we want to have children? Are we gonna get married in a non-denominational wedding, or are we gonna incorporate both and see how that synergy goes? Those questions, how much money do we have? Are we in debt? Are you in debt? Am I in debt? Have those difficult questions so that if it is serious, you kind of already know, so that you can move forward and tackle those situations head on, and then focus on each other. Because that's, just be realistic and logical about it, right? So that's all I have for you in there. Love department. It seems that that's what came out for your angel cards. So let's see what we have for you. Fire signs for the weekly fire sign reading. Oh, I'm so happy. I only have 2 more signs to go. Yes, I'm just going, well, we gotta do 12 during the week. But anyways, let's see what we have for you. Okay, let's see. Not getting anything there. This one. High Priestess of Air. Fire. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I said that. High Priestess of Air. There might be a message coming in for you if I said that. A message that's going to come in swiftly. So I don't know if you're going to be receiving a package, or there's something urgent that you're going to need to know about. It might have to do with your career or finances, so watch for that. It's going to be coming within the next 24 hours. This is High Priestess of Fire, so there could be something here that's going to be quite complicated, and it has to do with a cycle that you possibly a love relationship, or possibly a work relationship or career. And it's calling for you to meditate, to know who you are in this situation, and to act with vigilance going forward, and to stay focused when you hear the message of deceit or deception or fraud even. You need to know that your self-worth, and have obedience, and kind of knowing and understanding what's happening. The messages coming in, there's like at least 45, 50 different messages there. I cannot name them all at the present time, but it has one situation that's literally sticking out, and it has to do with an affair. So for the cross watchers, I do apologize if this news is coming in, or that you already know this is confirming. It has to do with that specific situation. Fire signs, I do not judge. Believe me, I don't. But I think you need to use your discretion and discernment, and I think you need to be forthcoming now, because you can no longer be invisible to this situation that you've placed yourself in or caused. It could be you or somebody else you know, or not somebody else you know, but your other half, that you're gonna find out about. But it seems like a good portion of you have put yourself in this predicament, or situation rather. So I can only tell you what's coming. I can't tell you and cannot live your life for you, or decide what you should do with your life. I do know that if you continue on this lustful path of destruction rather, and hurting somebody else, I think that maybe you should make a decision, personally, to let the other person go, You don't need it. If you don't feel compelled to tell them the truth, don't do it, but at least let them go so you don't continue to hurt the person, especially if they don't know about it. Because then you're going to receive that kind of karma to someone else, to yourself. Because there's an inner demon that you need to face within yourself. And it's calling you, and it seems like you've placed yourself in this predicament where you're not being loyal. And take it with a grain of salt, or vice versa, whomever it is that you are with. I think that you need to figure out what you're going to do going forward, because you're going to end up hurting yourself in the long run if you continue on this path or on this cycle of deception, because you're only going to hurt yourself. Maybe, in this situation. Hope you enjoyed that reading. Remember, I read for your protection from others, and more importantly, from yourself. So fire signs, until next week, please watch out for your individual sign readings that'll be coming out in the next couple days. Go check out other videos if you feel compelled to do so, or you think that someone else needs to hear the message. Enjoy your evening, day, morning, wherever you are. Take care, guys. Bye.